Following the earthquake here, tech firms like TSMC, Nvidia, and Foxconn have reported minimal or no damages to their systems. But are you expecting some business impact from the temporary shutdown of some production?
I'm actually not expecting a lot because a lot's been learned. I mean, the 1999 earthquake uh, was a real disaster. Semiconductor facilities were really shut down for several weeks, and it took a long time before they could even get back into the fabs because some of the gas lines had broken and leaked out. Today, it's a lot better. They have a lot better protocols. They learned a lot from that earthquake. You make sure all the equipment is properly bolted down and you build it to earthquake standards to be able to do a 7 or an 8 Richter scale.
As you're describing, there's quite a big difference in the impact and recovery between the September 1999 quake and this one. What is your biggest impression from TSMC's response this time?
So much of the world relies on TSMC today, and Taiwan is a center of global manufacturing. And they know that. And they also know that because the world relies on them, they have to be really, really perfect in terms of how they handle this and make sure they don't have a disruption. And the one thing that I've noticed, particularly with TSMC in the last 10 years, is how they've become much more conservative in terms of these sort of supply chain risks that they're willing to take. And I think the fact that TSMC could report they were up at 70% is amazing because I remember in 99, there were fabs that they couldn't even get into the fab for a week or two. So it just shows you how much progress they've made in terms of the safety and supply chain security of the fab and the safety to the employees too.
Often concerns about TSMC and Taiwan's chip supply focuses on China's threat to invade Taiwan. But of course, Taiwan is prone to typhoons and earthquakes. Does this earthquake add to or change concerns about supply chains?
I mean, we've known this. I mean, if you knew anything about the history of Taiwan and whatnot, you would have known about the 1999 earthquake. And so it's not like this is a big change. We've known about the earthquakes when people were talking about moving, like getting TSMC to move to Arizona or to move to Japan. Earthquakes were part of the equation there, that it is important for them to diversify in order to maintain the confidence, because the worst thing would be is if the world lost confidence in you. I don't think that this earthquake has shaken the confidence in TSMC's ability to supply the world semiconductors.